No, I can do it after. Is Pakistan researching on your affliction?
Well, this disease is very rare in Pakistan. So, I don't know of any. I know only a few people, doctors, who know about this disease. But like I said, that I do go to England every year, and I get a lot of newsletters on this topic. So through those, I do get a lot of information of this disease, and I have found out there is a lot of research being done, and the doctors, they are very hopeful of finding a cure for it in probably a couple of years, maybe next year.
What exactly causes it?
It's a genetic disease. It causes your lower limbs to weaken. Your legs are affected by it. And people who, there's a very progressive disease also. And it tends to affect your speech, your writing, and the way you talk, and also other things.
I wanted to ask you whether the thing is, in Pakistan we find that there is a severe lack of facilities for disabled people, including ramps. Has that been disadvantage, or?
Yeah, you are definitely right in that point. I would say that it definitely is a disadvantage, because you do find that you do not see a lot of people in public on wheelchairs, and the main reason for that is lack of facilities, lack of ramps or not enough lifts or whatever. Because when I travel to England, I do not have any problem over there because of it being totally wheelchair friendly, and also the public transport being wheelchair friendly. And I would say that I am lucky because I can afford all these luxuries in life, and I do have some very good helpers with me who enable me to go anywhere where even there are a lot of stairs. And they always lift my chair, which is not a very exciting thought, but you've got to live with it in Pakistan. But I do feel that there is progress going on, but we have to go a long way. I'm also involved in a project on how to make schools more wheelchair friendly, how to introduce ramps in schools instead of stairs and lifts also, because that, in my opinion, would also greatly help not even handicapped people but even other people, other old people, or maybe other students. So still just going through, it's not very taken off, but it's still there, the project.
You said that this disease is genetic, right? So is there someone else in your family who has this disease?
No, no one in my family has got this disease. I am the only one.
And secondly, see, you do need someone with you all the time, right? So who helps you with everything? I mean, for example, if you go somewhere, or even if you have to sit on a bed and
There is a helper with me who, I do not need a person all the time. It's only there when I need to change or when I need to go somewhere. But during my, if I'm just sitting at home, then obviously I don't need anyone at that time. I have tried to remain as independent as I can.
Question. Talking about obstacles, right? So one of the major obstacles that you face is people's impressions and attitudes towards you. How do you overcome their impression when they just strike you out, right? So how do you overcome their expectations?
Well, the best thing is to just ignore them. Just ignore such people, because you yourself know what you are capable of, you know. So people just talk to you, just tell you things which you find annoying. I think it's best to ignore them. Do not let them get to your head, you know. There was a time in the beginning when said people used to annoy me a lot, and I used to listen to them, you know. But by going abroad, by going to England, going to Dubai, I have been able to overcome this problem by mostly just ignoring them, because that is also something which my doctors also told me. So I do not foresee that as a problem for me.
My question is, that didn't just happen right off the bat. There was a certain amount of desensitization involved, right? Like, in ignoring people's opinions, you had to get desensitized to it eventually. I mean, you didn't just ignore it right off the bat.
It took me a while. Like I said, you have to, you know. But by the end of the day, like seeing other people in wheelchairs and seeing their attitude towards life, that also has helped me a lot, seeing them, what they have gone on to do in life and how they have